She's dismissed her future ex-son-in-law as Ricky Hollywood, but now it looks like the hockey mom from Wassilla wants in on some of that Tinseltown action. Entertainment Weekly reports Sarah Palin is shopping around a reality show. The first question all the interested networks are asking, will she quit halfway through the first season? Leaving her moose stew on the back burner, Sister Sarah spending the week palling around with Hollywood types, first appearing on The Tonight Show, next hanging out in American Idol's green room, and now pitching a TV docudrama about life in the last frontier. Politico reporting that Palin, alongside mega producer Mark Burnett, is meeting with executives from the Big Four television networks as well as reps from A&E and the History Channel. A Palin source explaining the show will be more planet Earth than Osborne's Go North. While Fox News is reporting the show would have nothing to do with Palin's family. Also in the works for Palin, a sequel to Going Rogue. Publisher HarperCollins says the untitled follow-up will include selections from classic and contemporary readings that have inspired her, as well as portraits of some of the extraordinary men and women she admires. And as E! Online reports, Palin also had time to visit a West Hollywood gifting suite for some Oscar week swag. One witness/victim telling E! they were like locusts. She showed up with like 20 people, and they immediately swarmed the place, taking everything. After insisting the suite open 2 hours early, Palin and her entourage snatched up sweatshirts, jewelry, skin products, 40 pairs of headphones, and tie-dyed jeggings. Jeggings, just defined for me by the Crack Countdown research staff as a combination of jeans and leggings. No sighting yet of Mr. and Mrs. Mitt Romney hustling free stuff from the Hollywood gifting suites. Joining me now is Hollywood veteran Peter Bart, Vice President, Editorial Director, and columnist at Variety. Peter, just when you thought you had seen it all in Hollywood in your long career, along comes Sarah Palin to take over the Oscar week gifting suites. Could you explain to the underprivileged viewers out there who have never been in an Oscar gifting suite exactly how these things work and why they are there at all?
Well, Hollywood becomes Swag City during Academy Award season, and the reason is that all of the major brands want to show their wares in the context of glitz and glamour. So therefore, with celebrities cruising the town, this is a great time basically to give away your stuff, to show it, and at the same time, you know, at the same time you're giving it away, you're also exhibiting it in the nicest possible framework. So, and maybe raising some money from charity. So it's all fair game.
One of the weirdest things about these suites, Peter, that I've always, when I've seen them, is that the odd thing about them is everyone in them who's getting this stuff for free can afford to buy all of that stuff without even blinking an eye, including, by the way, Sarah Palin. And does she realize, she's new to this, does she realize that the IRS has gotten very interested in these gifts, some of them worth thousands of dollars, and that, as I understand it, sometimes now when they are giving you these bags of goodies, they stick a little tax form in there so they make sure you let the IRS know about it?
Well, that's more as presenters, to presenters, whether it's the Grammys or the Academy Awards or the Golden Globes. If you are a presenter, your swag bag is formidable. Like the least expensive thing in your bag might be a week's vacation in Barbados. Now that's where the taxes come in. But if you wander around the gifting suites, I don't think tax issues are more of a concern.
Now, turning to her reality show, it sounds like a serious product. If she's going into a room to pitch this thing, well, I mean, going in a room alone, it should be taken very seriously. But going in with Mark Burnett, that really puts it over the top, doesn't it?
Well, Mark is indeed the king of reality shows. And I actually talked to him today, and he was on his cell phone in a meeting with Martha Stewart, another rather powerful woman with whom he is working. And yes, he confirmed that he and Sarah were pitching yesterday, and he describes the show more in the context of, as you were saying, that Sarah is going to be a native guide through Alaska, showing the we heathen from mainstream America whether the fishing industry, the mining industry, the mountains, all the beauties of Alaska. She is going to be our native guide. And Mark, who is not a political person, emphasized this will be a very non-political show. But you can bet it's going to be a hell of a payday, pardon me.
Peter, did you get any hint from Mark Burnett whether the family would be involved in this show?
I got the feeling that they would not be, that this is really Sarah. You know, it's funny, by doing this, Sarah Palin becomes the flip side of Ronald Reagan, who, after all, you know, was a media figure who then involved himself brilliantly in politics. So she is now, of course, a political figure who clearly is enamored of the media world, right? She's no longer the victim of the big media. She's going to be part of the mainstream.
Well, she certainly has gone from going rogue to going Hollywood. I mean, how much longer can she be talking about Hollywood elites if she becomes one of them?
I think she's going to change her tune radically. And, you know, the funny thing is that Rogue is a well-known company in Hollywood. It makes horror pictures. So this is not quite the image that she has in mind.
Peter Bart of Variety, thank you very much for your time tonight.
You bet.